the coach contract. So coach contracts or the coach goals were released earlier today. I saw while I was at work. I did log in to see what my score was, and I will explain in some detail what we're looking at here. So, season one, it is for one season every time you sign this contract, and it's a 40-40-20. So 40 points go towards participation, 40 points go towards your coach reports, and 20 points go towards season success. This league emphasizes quality of play in terms of playing realism, not abusing the AI versus winning, which is why winning is only 20% of your score. But don't get confused. You still have to win in order to keep the really good teams. If you have a high tier team, you're gonna have to find a way to get, to 90, maybe 95 points. It's based off of the overall rating of your team. So we'll start with the 40-40, and this first one is a little bit depressing. So the participation goes towards your top 25 votes, entering your stats for games, team and player, game recaps, and that all gets basically think of it as a syllabus or syllabi, whatever, for a college class. 40% of your grade participation, 40% for I don't know, but whatever. You know what I mean. So for the polls, this one kind of hurts because I did miss this one. I mentioned I went out that night or that afternoon and I forgot when I got back. So by the time I went to sleep, it was too late. I woke up and realized, oh crap, polls are due an hour ago. Oops. But these first three, this hurts because this counted against me, but I actually did not have the team. So the previous owner didn't do these, and I got penalized for that. I reached out to ask about that. I'll get a response, I'm sure, soon. Coach reports, again, I missed two because I was not the coach of that team, but I did get credit for all the ones I did. So you see, I entered coach report for every game that I played. That's why you have the check mark. Entered stats, the same thing. The first two, but I had the rest. Cool. And then you can click it to view your stats. And then recaps. I have that. I obviously missed the first two because I didn't have the team, but then you can click that to recap. Those are the YouTube videos. You really don't have to do anything detailed. You could do a short summary, a paragraph. Some people like to do a mock coach press conference. I do the YouTube highlights. Cool. Altogether, out of the 40, I got 31.3. So what that's like 77, 76% of the points. Cool. Awesome. Then you have the coach report. So this is what we were just talking about. We'll leave it there. I won't go further down because I don't want to call anyone out. So it's based on 5 components. So these 5 things are what you grade on. Obviously, you would like to have all 5s. That's the goal. And if you give anything less than a 4, you have to, or less than a 5, you have to explain why. You should. It was the coach or conference commissioners were going through reviewing those. So if you gave someone less than a 5, they like, hey, you got to put in why. So your offensive play and formation variety. So mixing up your play calls. Defensive play and formation variety. This one is always an interesting one because I feel like these two are difficult at times to judge because you're in the moment. But also you have to think about if for my offensive play, if I'm grading someone else for their offense, how much did my defense impact what they called? If I'm calling certain things, that probably influenced what they call on offense, and vice versa. If I'm calling certain things on offense, their defense is probably going to be impacted too. So you have to reflect on yourself with that as well. Realism, um, certain scenarios, fourth downs, punts, certain types of play calls, we can call them cheesy or extremely efficient for certain things that maybe not take advantage of the AI, but definitely help. Following the rules, like just following the rules, simple, and then your overall grade. And then your highest score gets dropped right here. This is why this is red. Your highest score gets dropped, your lowest score gets dropped, and then takes the average of the rest. So you can see I got some 25s there. This one, no issues. You can put your name in the comments if you want to. Uh, this one was nice. Great coach and player. Don't let the 38 runs to 6 passes fool you. Played very realistic and mixed backs in well. So I not only like I varied my play calling because this game I know what game it was. I got ahead early, so there's like I'm not gonna pass the ball. I'm up by almost 30 points. That you can't go over 35. Like I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm a big guy on sportsmanship, so I ran the ball, but I use multiple backs anyway. I have a speed back. Buckley was my main back, and then you have the other guy. I can't think. I think like Zadis or something like that, or Abdus something. So I use him quite a bit, and I just try to mix in all of the backs. So yeah, this one overall solid player. Did have a span of plays where it was like 11 runs in a row with like 7 or 8 out of I slot back to back, but then again I couldn't stop it. Only reason for the ding down to 4 rest of the game he played well. I said I won't go down and read the other one, the low one. Just know that it was a low score. Anyway, so overall, my coach score, you can see there. I got 39. It doesn't matter, the low score got dropped. But you see, I got 39.31 out of 40 points. So really, if you get all fives and you do all of your stuff participation wise, it's 80 points. Seeing success is only 20. So win goal, rivalry games, conference success, and bonuses. So let's take a look. They added this stuff in after. So my win goal was 10. I won 8. It says 7, but I won 8. Didn't meet my win goal. Fail. Rip. And it's all or nothing. That's 40% of the 20 points. So a raw 8 points. I got 0. It's all or nothing. Rivalry games. I won all of them. It was these two. So we got points. Conference goal was to finish with a winning record and place top 2. So play in the championship game. Failed. Conference finish. Failed. And then bowl eligibility, must play in a bowl game. So this one kind of sucked because I made the bowl game, but I didn't get the game played, so I don't get credit for it. Pain. But then there's bonus points. So a road win. And the bonus points goes towards the 20. 2 points or 4 points because I won 2 road games. Beat a ranked team while ranked, bonus points. Beat a ranked team while unranked, bonus points. Any wins over your win goal, a bonus point. So this is how you get over 100 points because it's possible. These things here. Win a conference with win goal of 8 or less, that's plus 10. Bowl game with the win goal of 6 or less, plus 10. Make the playoffs 5. Every win is 2 points. And then winning the bowl versus losing the bowl. Okay. So altogether, I get what I get. And then you come to your score. So I got 7 of the 20 points. Participation, 31.3. Coach report, 39.3. Season success, 7. Overall, a 77.6. And if I was not, if I took over the team during the season, so I'm automatically in day 2. But if I had this team from the start, the team rating is an 80. I had a score of 77. I would not be able to keep the team. So it says here, unfortunately, you've fallen short of the required point totals and have been relieved of your duties. We appreciate your efforts and wish you the best in your future endeavors. You will be automatically entered into the upcoming NDL draft. So let's look at that. Coach scores were released today. Declarations are due. So if you are eligible to keep your team, you have to declare within the next 2 hours that you are going to stay or enter the draft. Then the draft order will be revealed on Thursday. The draft will be on Saturday. Actually, the draft was going to be revealed on Thursday, and then the draft's going to be Thursday night. So it gives you over 2.5 days to, look at teams and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Cool stuff. And then more stuff with the coach report. So this is the thing at the bottom. You can click here to stay or click here to enter. And then with the system in place, it will automatically take that team off the board. And then you know who's eligible. So on Thursday, I'll be able to see the draft. So by the time I get off work, I'll get to know. So day one are all the people that were able to keep their team because they reached the required amount of points and enter the draft. Day two is anyone that is new to the league, as in they're taking over a spot in the league going into the next season, or anyone that was fired or joined mid-season. So joining mid-season, even if I would have had a score of 100, I still would be day two. Day one is only for people that were able to keep their team, play the entire season, and decide to enter draft. So I'm not sure what pick I get. I'm not sure how many teams will be staying, and then we'll get the list of teams that are available. So future YouTube video, we'll update that and we'll talk about that. But that is season one. Season two will be better. I'll get to choose my team. I'll get to do some research and go from there. So yeah, not bad. But overall, finishing 8-4 at Western Michigan after starting 1-3.